The military base woke long before the sun did, boots thundering across concrete, engines roaring, radios crackling. It was a place where discipline was carved into every breath, where ranks mattered, where respect wasn't freely given but earned through sweat, scars, and shadows. Yet among all the steel, muscle, and authority, there walked a man everyone simply called the janitor. He moved quietly between the hangars, pushing his cleaning cart with a slow, steady rhythm. His navy blue coveralls were faded, his cap pulled low, and his gaze rarely lifted from the ground. But the thing no one could ignore, no matter how much they tried, were his tattoos. They covered his neck, his arms, his hands, disappearing beneath the sleeves of the uniform that didn't quite fit him. Dark ink, sharp lines, symbols no one recognized. Some looked tribal, some military, some ancient. All of them intimidating, so intimidating that no one in the base joked with him, no one except the newest SEAL, Logan Maddox. Logan was loud, confident, built like a tank, and had the kind of smirk that made people either want to follow him or punch him. He had finished Bud.S 6 months earlier and still carried the energy of someone who believed he was invincible, unstoppable, undefeatable. And in a place where most men kept their heads down, he noticed the janitor the way a wolf notices an animal limping. He didn't mean harm, not at first. It was just curiosity, mixed with that SEAL bravado that made him believe mystery existed only for his amusement. "Hey, old-timer," Logan called out the first time he saw the janitor mopping the corridor outside the briefing room. "What's with the tattoos? Gang markings? Or you just got drunk in different countries and let random strangers draw on you?" A couple of SEALs snickered. The janitor didn't look up. Logan lifted an eyebrow. Most people reacted to him. This one didn't. "You deaf, or just ignoring me?" Logan pressed. The janitor wrung out the mop, tightened the handle, and continued his work. "That's what I thought," Logan muttered. "Just ink. Nothing special. Probably fake stories too." But Captain Reyes, a seasoned SEAL with 2 decades of experience, gave Logan a sharp look, the kind that carried warning. "Leave him be, Maddox." Logan scoffed. "He's a janitor, sir." Reyes' jaw tightened. "And you're new. Learn to read a room." Logan didn't understand what the captain meant, but he shrugged it off. The next time he saw the janitor, Logan leaned casually against the wall and nodded at the ink swirls creeping across the man's wrist. "Seriously though, what's that one? Looks like the logo of some cult." This time the janitor paused. Not long, just half a second, but enough for Logan to catch it. Enough for him to smirk triumphantly. "Oh, that got your attention." The janitor lifted his eyes for the first time. They were calm, emotionless, the kind of eyes that had seen more than any human should. The kind of eyes that didn't respond because they didn't consider you a threat. "You don't want to know," he said quietly. Logan laughed. "Try me, old man." The janitor didn't reply. From that moment on, Logan made it a personal challenge. Every day he tossed a new joke, a new taunt, a new question. "Those dragon tattoos mean you're a ninja. What's this symbol? Your ex-wife's name? Hey, janitor, bet you got half those tattoos in prison. Or maybe you were just bored." Sharpie and a mirror. Still, the man ignored him. The whole base saw Logan trying to get a reaction. But the janitor was made of stone. What Logan didn't know was that the base had its own unspoken rule: no one messed with the janitor. It wasn't out of respect, at least not at first. It was fear, mixed with caution, mixed with something indescribable. Because even without speaking, the janitor carried an aura. The kind soldiers sensed in battlefields. The kind officers recognized in men who had medals locked in folders with blacked-out citations and classified stamps. But Logan didn't know that. No one told him, and the janitor never corrected him. One afternoon, Logan entered the gym and spotted the janitor sweeping near the weight racks. Sweat gleamed on Logan's arms as he dropped the barbell with a loud clang. "You ever lift," Logan joked, "or just sweep up after the men who can?" Again, silence. Logan shook his head. "Damn, talk about disrespect. I'm trying to bond with you." The janitor finally looked up. "We have nothing to bond over." Logan put on a dramatic wince. Ouch, harsh for a janitor. The man's gaze didn't soften. "Go back to your workout." Logan dropped into a squat, laughing to himself. All right, but one day you're gonna have to tell me where those tattoos came from." "I'm picturing a drunken dare. Or maybe you joined some weird underground tattoo club." For the first time, the janitor allowed a tiny exhale, almost amusement, almost sadness. "You'd wish it was that simple." Logan didn't understand the weight of that sentence. Not yet. That night, a level 4 lockdown hit the base. Sirens screamed, radios erupted, chopper blades thundered awake. A convoy of armored vehicles raced through the front gate, escorting a prisoner no one had been told about. A high-value international war criminal. A ghost they had hunted across continents. A man who had taken down entire operative teams. Codename Viper. Logan's adrenaline spiked as he joined the SEALs assembling for emergency deployment. "We transporting him?" "No," Captain Reyes said. "We're holding him until Federal Black Ops arrives." "Why us?" Logan frowned. Reyes didn't answer. But the truth was simple. SEAL bases had some of the tightest tactical security in the country. Still, Viper was unpredictable. And dangerous. They locked him in an interrogation room with steel walls and 3 layers of reinforced security. Logan stood guard outside with 2 other SEALs, trying not to show nervous excitement. This was the kind of thing he dreamed about. Inside, Viper sat chained to the floor, breathing slowly. His eyes scanned everything, the ceiling, the vents, the walls, calculating. Then he noticed someone standing inside the observation area. The janitor. Logan didn't understand why he was there. And he definitely didn't understand what happened next. Because when Viper's eyes met the janitor's eyes, the prisoner froze. His breath hitched. His expression twisted from cold confidence into something unmistakable. Fear, not the fear of capture. Not the fear of interrogation. But the fear of recognition. "You," Viper whispered. The janitor didn't speak. "You're supposed to be dead," Viper said, voice trembling. Logan blinked, confused. He looked between the 2 men. "What the hell?" Viper began breathing faster. No, they told me you were gone. They told me you disappeared after." "Enough," the janitor said quietly. The single word shut Viper up like a slammed door. Logan stepped forward. "Sir, what's going on? Why's he?" The janitor walked away without answering. Viper slumped against his restraints, shaking. Logan didn't know what he just witnessed, but whatever it was, it crawled under his skin. For the first time, he wondered who the janitor truly was. The next day, Logan found the janitor cleaning the mess hall. His voice was quieter than usual. "Yesterday, what did that guy mean?" "Forget about it." "I can't," Logan insisted. "I've seen terrorists look braver in front of SEALs than he did in front of you." "That's his problem." "Yeah, but it became my problem too," Logan snapped. "I've been giving you crap for weeks and you just ignore me." "But that guy, someone who kills operatives for sport, he looked at you like you're death." The janitor stopped sweeping. Logan stepped closer. "Who are you?" "That doesn't matter anymore. It matters to me." The janitor sighed. "Why?" "Because," Logan swallowed. "Because I think I've been disrespecting someone I shouldn't." The janitor finally met his eyes. And this time, instead of the cold, empty stare he usually wore, there was something softer. Something tired. "It's all right," he said. "I chose this." "Chose what?" "Silence. Obscurity. A life without rank. Without recognition. Without reminders." Logan frowned. "You talk like you were military." The janitor didn't answer. "Were you?" Logan pressed. A long pause. Then a whisper. "I was everything military." That night, chaos broke out. Viper escaped. The alarms blared through the base. Radios screamed. Logan sprinted to the holding area, finding the guards unconscious and the locks overridden. "How the hell did he break out?" Logan gasped. "We don't know," Reyes said. "He's moving toward the flight hangar." Logan grabbed his rifle. "We can intercept." "No," Reyes grabbed his arm. "Something's wrong. He's not escaping. He's hunting." "For who?" Before Reyes could answer, a scream echoed through the corridor, a gut-wrenching cry, sharp and terrified. "The janitor." Logan sprinted toward the sound. He found Viper holding the janitor at knife point, dragging him toward an emergency exit. Blood dripped from the janitor's arm. "Let him go," Logan yelled. Viper laughed. "You don't understand, boy. This man isn't a janitor. He's a monster wrapped in skin. He's killed more ghosts than you've heard whispers of." Logan glared. "Bullshit." "Oh really?" Viper pressed the blade harder. "You see these tattoos on him? You think they're for intimidation? No, each one is a kill mark. Each one a coded record. His body is a classified file." Logan froze. "He hunted men like me," Viper snarled. "Across deserts. Across borders. Across wars no one talks about." The janitor finally spoke. "And I'm the reason you're in chains." Viper kicked his knee. "Not anymore." Logan raised his rifle. "Let him go." Viper smirked. "Shoot, then. You'll kill him too." Logan's heart pounded. Then something impossible happened. The janitor moved. Fast. Too fast for someone his age. Too precise for someone retired. Too lethal for someone holding a mop that morning. He twisted Viper's wrist, slammed his elbow into his jaw, and in one smooth motion disarmed him, breaking the knife, flipping him, and pinning him to the ground until seals flooded the hallway. Viper lay unconscious. Logan stared, speechless. The base grew quiet, silent. Reyes approached the janitor slowly, almost reverently. "Sir, don't," the janitor warned. "You saved lives again," Reyes insisted. "I told you," the janitor said softly, "I'm done with that life." Logan finally found his voice. "Who are you?" The janitor hesitated, then removed his cap for the first time since Logan had met him. Underneath, a small tattoo sat just inside his hairline. A trident, not the large flashy kind, but the micro engravings only one group used. A mark only given to the highest classified operatives. Logan's breath stopped. That's Tier 0. The janitor nodded. Logan's voice broke. You were one of them." "No," the janitor corrected. "I trained them." The hallway went still. A murmur spread through the seals. Every man, every soldier, every officer who heard that sentence stood frozen. Because only one person had ever been rumored to hold that position. A man who disappeared years ago. A man whose missions were sealed forever. A man the military whispered about like a myth. Codename: Spectre. Logan stared at him. You're the Spectre." The janitor's jaw tightened. "I was." Captain Reyes immediately stood at attention. Other SEALs followed. Even wounded soldiers forced themselves upright. Logan's heart pounded as he slowly straightened his posture. "Sir, I'm sorry. I had no idea." The janitor placed a hand on his shoulder. "That's why I didn't tell you. But you let me talk to you like that. You were testing me," the janitor said. "Without knowing. And I was testing you too." "Testing me for what?" Logan whispered. "To see if you could learn humility." Logan's chest tightened. "Did I fail?" The janitor smiled faintly. "You learned. That's what matters." Logan swallowed hard. "What now?" The janitor looked around at all the men standing before him. "Now, I go back to being what I chose to be. A man with no rank. No missions. No shadows. But sir." "Don't call me sir," he said gently. "Call me the janitor." Logan's eyes stung. "I can't." "You can," the janitor insisted. "Respect isn't about titles. It's about understanding." The base remained silent as he walked past them. No one spoke. No one breathed. No one dared to break the moment. Logan watched him disappear into the hallway, mop still in hand, the quiet man with tattoos carrying a past too heavy for the world to know. From that day forward, no one laughed at the janitor. No one questioned the tattoos. No one disrespected him, because every soldier on that base knew the truth. He wasn't just a janitor. He was the ghost who hunted monsters. The man terrorists feared to whisper about. The man whose tattoos weren't decoration but history. The man who kept the nation safe long before any of them earned their tridents. And though he chose silence, his legend spoke louder than any rank ever could.